Hi, this is Jack Westerman for ESCA.net here in Romania for DreamHack Cluj 2015. Joining me this time is Guardian from Team Narvi, who just defeated the America's last hope, Luminosity, in their quarterfinal game. Guardian, first of all, congratulations. Pretty successful two maps you just played there, right?
Yeah, we won two maps, but I won't say it was pretty successful because we played terrible, I would say. But we cannot take the game from Luminosity. They played really well and they were prepared for this event, but we had some more luck in some rounds. So yeah, I would say it was pretty even game.
You've played Luminosity in the past, right? And it was a pretty Orchid Stars, whichever form they were in at the time. And you played them pretty close. Are they a team that you have a lot of respect for?
I have pretty much respect towards them because they're improving event by event, and
yeah,
they are shooting really good. Like skill-wise, they are a pretty good team, and team-wise, they are missing something, or maybe they are doing bad decisions in mid-game. So yeah, I respect them as a team because they are very good. And yeah, I would say sometimes in some rounds they were even better in skill than us.
Oh, really? Well, and were you surprised in that case that you were playing Luminosity? Because it should have been Fnatic, right? If the group had played out correctly. Was it a surprise almost that you ended up with Luminosity? A little bit confusing, maybe?
For us, it was a surprise because we didn't know which group are we gonna play. Because on other events it was random. So for us, it was quite surprise, and we were quite happy with it because playing more games and probably against lower tier teams. But they have proven that they are probably tier 1 team and they can beat anybody if they have less mistakes than they have done this game.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were quite surprised and we are quite happy.
Okay, well let's talk a little bit about the two maps you played. The first was Dust 2, and you had a phenomenal game on Dust 2. I think you went plus 18 kill deaths in the end. Without your plus 18, that game was 16-14. If you hadn't gone so big in that map, would you still have been able to win that game as a team?
It's hard to say because sometimes one player goes crazy and then you are winning or losing close game. But even if I wouldn't kill probably, then the others would probably. It's hard to say. We can't say like it happened. Like.
All right. You can't take all the credit.
No.
Right. Well, after that, of course, you moved to Overpass, which was your choice of map, I think. Luminosity got off to a good start, but you were able to come through and pull it straight back. Was there ever... walk us through that game. What adjustments did you make to come back in that map?
We started pretty badly and our communication was chaotic. So it was, I would say, 7-0 or something. Yeah. I'm not sure. And we had to take time out because the communication on TeamSpeak was chaotic. Everyone was saying something that we should do this, we should do this. And we have Starix that is now our in-game leader. So we had to take time out to calm down and let him lead it. So we talked about the remaining rounds, that what we should do, what are they doing, and we figured out that how do they play, and yeah, we used our rounds to win some rounds.
People talk, you mentioned Starix just there, people talk about the fact that Starix is your in-game leader, so you don't have anybody in the game leading it. How much of an impact does that actually make? Because people speculate all the time, but does it really make that much of a difference?
It does, because some players doesn't have to focus on others. For example, Zeus can focus on his game, even though he's sometimes leading the team in mid rounds when it's like in situational rounds, like after kills or something. But I would say now it's pretty good, even though it's our first event like this.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say if it's good or it will be good, but feels good in the way that we all 5 can focus on our game, on our kills, and then in mid game it's not really hard to lead the team. And yeah, I would say now we are fine and it will be fine with it.
All right, and I've just got a couple more questions before I let you go. Speaking about Narvi as a team, you guys kind of had a really hot streak in the summer, and you were playing really well at all these events, and since then you kind of dropped off a little bit. Consensus was you weren't playing quite as well as you had been. Do you feel now like you're back on form at this tournament?
I would say we are on form like past 2 months since ESA League started.
Yeah.
We won 2-0 over Envy. We had won against TSM. We won 2-0 to NIP and stuff. So I would say we are in form and we showed our good results. And it's all about that we change a lot of things after losing events and not going out of groups in Dubai.
Yeah.
So we had to do some strict and hard changes, and yeah, I would say it happened in the good way, and hopefully it will remain like this.
Yeah, well, you're now through to the semi-finals, which I think I'm correct in saying this is only the second time you've made semi-finals at a major before, the last being DreamHack Winter last year. What is it about these major events that kind of trips you up every single time, do you think?
Well, it's not like we are like random or something, but two times in a row we got Fnatic, the best team in the world, and it's always hard to beat them. And I think we won 2-1 two times against them and losing 16-14 on the third map. So we missed some luck, and then we played 4 times probably Envy in a row. And at that time they were probably the best team in the world, together with Fnatic. So the same goes like in Katowice, we lost 2-1 and 16-14 I think the last map. So
right.
We had probably some bad luck or something, but yeah, we cannot take their win against us. So I mean, we are playing always good, but even struggling sometimes, even in groups we are not going good. Like CLG was close to beat us, so I would say it's kind of good for us, but could be better, I would say.
All right, well, it certainly sounds like bad luck hitting Fnatic so many times. Last question. You now will play Ninjas in Pyjamas in the semi-final, and that's kind of bad luck as well because they're looking really good at the moment, Ninjas in Pyjamas. Does that worry you a little bit, how good they're looking going into this game tomorrow?
For me, it's probably the best opponent we could get, so playing TSM would be probably 2 times harder than NIP. It will be about mistakes tomorrow, and hopefully we'll win.
All right, Guardian, thank you very much. Always
No
good
problem.
to talk to you. Do you want to run through shout-outs, sponsors, that kind of thing?
Thank you for everyone for supporting us, and yeah, enjoy the semi-finals. Hopefully we'll be in the finals first time in our lives, and thank you for supporting.
All right, well, best of luck tomorrow. Thank you very much again. And for everyone at ESEA.net, stay tuned for more coverage here in Romania.